Welcome to Drawfee Break, the midweek freeform drawing sesh. I'm Nathan.
I'm Andy.
I'm William Muse.
It's Willie, guys. That means we're doing Drawfee Nights. It's Drawfee Break, but Drawfee Nights because Andy's got an article to color, and we want to watch him do it.
It's super exciting.
And this is actually an article that Willie wrote.
Guys, I wrote it, and you know I wrote it because
It's got some
about
sex. It's got some sex stuff happening in it. This is not going on collegehumor.nights.com. This is going on the actual the main website. Willie snuck it in there.
Haha, suckers.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
When he pitched it.
That's how I pitch. All my pitches are just like me taunting everyone else that's trying to help me with my job.
Right.
Because they're dumb for trusting me.
Willie has been on a campaign to get himself fired since he started here, and
I don't know how it has not happened yet.
it's just he's so lovable.
I am.
He's just so charming.
I'm a little scamp, guys.
He's a little Willie's a little scamp of the office.
Yeah.
And
I'm like super focused because I don't know how to use your Mac. It's
Oh.
all really foreign to me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, Andy.
I'm
Rather than just letting him illustrate the article on his computer, I'm making him do it on my computer, which is a different computer.
It's good for all the glaring errors.
It's also funny, if you don't know, Andy's really tired right now.
I'm super tired.
So,
He's
like,
so
he's
tired.
really not
I'm
enjoying
so-
what's happening
he's
right now,
so
and that's
tired.
He's a sleepy
so
boy.
much more fun.
Andy's our newest full-time illustrator, and he's been working his tail off, doing all sorts of stuff for the site. You've probably seen a bunch of his stuff on the site. Oh, we're diving in. We're coloring Spider-Man's mask.
This is how I color. I don't use none of that fill tool crap. I just jump right in and do it by hand. If you look carefully at my line art, you'll see that it's terrible.
I have to say,
And that's
a custom brush you made, though, right?
I didn't make it. I bought it.
Oh.
this is my first time seeing this picture, and I really like the choice of having Thor playing with Spider-Man's nipples.
Yeah, I made an executive.
not-
I made a
Yeah.
creative decision.
That was not in the image
Yeah.
description. Sometimes they're very detailed image descriptions
And
for articles, and sometimes
Sometimes they're just Jeremy Renner sucking a dick.
I believe I said fellatio because I'm classy. I
I-
said he
I
was
don't-
performing fellatio.
Yeah, I think you
guys-
did right. He is preparing to perform fellatio.
Let's not spoil the whole article.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Okay, that's two. That's two images. You get a little sneak peek
well, it's
at some upcoming
Drawfee
content.
Nights.
it's why Jeremy Renner is performing fellatio. That's
Yeah.
the article.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I've hidden the text layer so
we've-
they can't see.
We've done the what, but not the why.
Why? Guys, put it together. If you put the clues together, you can figure it out, though.
It's gonna be hard to make all these white people have interesting skin tones.
Spider-Man has some really well-defined cum dumpsters. Oh no, cum gutters. That's the word. Cum gutters, guys. I said cum dumpster. I meant to say cum gutter.
We're getting right into the Drawfee
Wow.
Nights
I
portion
feel
of
like
Wow, I'm
that's
afraid.
what-
Yeah, you got to be careful. You might offend somebody saying "come
I don't-
dumpster."
I was reading the comments of the last time I was on the show, and for some reason people think that I'm like dirty, which I don't.
for some reason.
I don't-
Why could that be?
I don't know. If
For
you
for what reason?
I want to point out that last time Caldwell is the one who brought up jerking off. I just brought up porn,
Yeah.
and it's a big step. You can
Right.
watch porn for fun, and I don't support masturbation, guys. God will cry, and it's just not. Don't do it. Don't do it. You'll go blind.
Just watch porn for the aesthetic value.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I was
would you
gonna,
support
but-
masturbation if you're not watching porn? Like if you're just using your imagination or something?
Well, it's at least kind of wholesome. That's like
Okay,
back
so-
in the good old days.
So you're
but
just anti-masturbation if there's you feel like it
I'm-
ruins the porn watching
Well,
experience.
yeah. That definitely is a concern, you know?
Sure.
Just thinking about your
Kids
wife.
these days,
and
Kids
having
these
a good
days
time.
always jerking off those kids.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't say that in public, can I?
always jerking off these kids.
Well, the kids are jerking
the kids
off.
are jerking. Okay, yeah. It's
Yeah.
choice.
consider the order you say the words and
It's
how it
inflection,
might.
too.
Yeah, I mean, it's really it's everything. It's
Yeah.
it's the whole package.
I'm a
And
little scamp.
Is that your
That's
catchphrase
what
now?
he's gonna say when things
I'm a
get,
little scamp.
when it gets
Yeah.
too raunchy. Just imagine.
When Then it gets
little,
too raunchy.
little cartoon Willie.
Little Willie.
Yeah.
That's his 1950s newspaper strip, Lil Willie.
Little Willie.
Yeah.
It's still it's one of those newspaper strips that like started in the 50s but then like continued, and now it's still ongoing with different writers now, so like it's the same characters that haven't aged, but like now they're talking about like apps and stuff. And it's, you know, it's like
That weirds me out about The Simpsons.
Hmm?
That like
they all have smartphones.
I mean, this is not like a creative
yeah.
thought at all, but you know, just
we're not here for creative thoughts.
in general, just
No-
characters
no one
on
watches
animated
Drawfee
shows. Characters on animated shows who just simply do not age, and it's been like 20 years, and they're pop culture updates, but they do not.
Yeah, Simpsons is weird too because it's like they do flashbacks to like the same points in their lives,
Yeah.
but then like they flashback to the 90s at one
right,
point recently.
but
and-
that's when the show started.
Yeah.
Was in the they show a lost period in Simpsons history where Marge goes to college. We're just going to talk about Simpsons episodes.
Homer discovers grunge, if I'm not mistaken.
He invents grunge.
Yeah.
He doesn't just discover it.
Yeah, and like
He
invents
finds
they
it
do.
in
Yeah, they do
Seattle.
flashbacks, and it's always in a different decade now.
Yeah.
Like it used to be in the 70s, and
'Cause,
now
yeah.
it's like in the 80s.
because they were in high school in the 70s, and then they were in college in the 90s.
And if you'll remember, in the first few seasons, they used to do birthdays for the characters, where they would like, you know, Bart turned 10, and Lisa turned 8, and then they just stopped.
Well, that was back when they figured the show would run for about a season.
I don't mean to distract this, but did you guys work Morpho into the drawing?
His name is
His
Porfo.
name's Porfo, first of all,
Okay,
and
fine.
And yes, we did.
Fine.
and by we, I mean that gotta, you know, I don't want to take
I-
any credit for that. That was really all Andy's doing.
I can only say his name based on what I eavesdrop, and I thought I heard Morpho.
Porfo. Morpho is Porfo's evil twin,
Oh no.
and he's bad.
It's
and
interesting that we've now introduced Porfo. It's on Chartoons, and it's in this drawing right there. See if you can spot him. Yeah, right there behind Black Widow's.
Can they see my
He's
cursor?
Bosoms- yeah.
He's
Booty.
about to
Booty.
go down on. Is that Tony Stark?
This
No,
is
that's-
Jeremy
oh,
Renner.
that's
That's-
Jeremy.
I did
Renner.
not
Unless-
do a good job of drawing him in this one, but
Unless
that's okay.
Tony Stark and Hawkeye are doing like some weird like role play where he's letting.
Well,
He's like, I like how Iron Man is just wearing the mask and no.
He's wearing the power glove too. He's got
oh,
it in
sure.
there, yeah.
Yeah, same with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, Willie's notes said still wearing their masks, and
I-
I was just like, that. I mean, a lot of them don't have masks.
I don't
But-
really know who the Avengers are. I just heard there was a movie coming out, and I was like, let's have them fuck.
just
And then
just wait for the porn parody, and then you can get the
I
whole
will wait for the porn parody.
the whole story.
Guys, I want to watch the Avengers porn parody. now.
Avengers Vag of Ultron.
I think I'm doing it,
Do
keeping
they-
all these white people's skin tones interesting.
Vag of Ultron.
Avengers
Vagers.
See, here's a pro Photoshop.
Vagina.
A pro Photoshop tip is to just go way outside the lines and then fix it later, and
Whoa.
you can go super fast.
that's a good tip.
Wow.
Steal that tip
giving
from me.
we're giving real tips.
Yeah.
Real hot tips. Anyway, Porfo originated in an episode of the Apples to Apples Drawfee, which has not been released yet.
Hoo-hoo.
So you'll see that it'll be like a prequel to this. You'll see where Porfo came from and how he became beloved by
Just
all
us.
of us,
Just us.
by just us, but mostly Andy. But
Yeah, I definitely, like, they actually made me remove him from one of my comics recently, because I just, like, put Porfo
Well,
in there, and it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, to be fair, we made you remove it after we had already agreed on what the comic would be, and then you added him in.
I made
You made a creative call,
Yeah.
and we vetoed it.
Yeah.
But you still made it.
I
and
did.
Put it in the comments
I did.
underneath the comic. So
people need
who's
to
the
see.
Who's the real fool?
The people
It's
need
us.
to see Porfo.
And those who masturbate.
And those who you say
What?
they're fools and deviants.
You shouldn't do it, guys. You really shouldn't.
I was gonna, but now I'm not gonna.
In the
Thanks,
office,
Willie.
Andy.
Make her hair
Yeah.
a little redder.
Make your hair red.
It's-
Jeremy Redder.
Yeah.
Get it?
How you feeling about that?
That's not who plays that character.
Jeremy Redder. Shut up, Jacob. Jacob
sorry.
Jacob, we're filming.
We're filming on film.
Are we? Am I not being
no.
filmed right now? Is it just my voice?
We're being recorded.
Okay.
This is
Did
me.
you not watch the episode that you were already on, Willie?
I just read the comments.
Okay.
And
Willie doesn't know what this show is, what the Avengers are.
I don't know a lot of. I really should have been
Do you know
fired.
where you are right now?
Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
I know some things to be true, and I know.
So now you've gone like full Riddlemaster on us.
Yeah. I know I like the taste of a nice cola. I know.
I could have gone so dirty.
I was
You
yeah.
just-
I was
That was
just
very
wait-
that
I
was very
waiting for it.
wholesome,
Yeah.
William.
I'm fucking wholesome, you ass fucker. I don't.
What a scamp!
I'm a little scamp.
Little scamp. Oh, that's the comic. It's him and his mom, and he calls her an ass fucker, and she drops the pot of soup that she was holding, and goes, Willie, who taught you to speak like that? And Willie goes, I'm a little scamp.
You just described my childhood. I don't. If you don't want to be called an ass fucker,
No.
then don't.
Don't fuck asses. I
Don't
guess.
fuck asses.
I would be.
Also, don't masturbate, guys.
I make no promises.
But
I'm gonna
that's
keep
not.
saying that until it's funny.
That's not a. But you don't fuck asses when you masturbate unless you've got like a super long dick.
I think once you start fucking the ass, it stops being masturbation.
Even if it's your ass, that's what I'm saying. It's
Oh,
like,
goodness.
If you have a long enough dick that you can fuck your own ass, that you would. Yeah. This is Drawfee Nights, guys.
This is
where
Drawfee Nights.
where we talk about the real issues.
You're telling me that most
I'm
of your fans
sure-
are children.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, they super are. I mean, they're gonna learn about this stuff one way or another.
Better that they learn from us than their parents.
I mean, if their parents are letting them on the internet,
Oh
Whose
yeah.
parents are teaching their kids about people fucking themselves in the butt? Like, no one sits their son down and is like, one day,
yeah, you know,
if
you
your dick's
get.
I long
I wish I had a role model to explain the mechanics. Of,
Really wish I'd grown up with a
I
scam.
can't even finish that sentence.
of self ass fucking.
Autosodomy.
Autoerotic anal sex.
believe
If
it's called
anyone's been
autosodomy.
keeping track,
Autosodomy.
please leave in the comments how many
Automy.
times we've said ass fucking
Oh, it's
in this
there's
episode.
start counting now too,
Oh my
because we're gonna
goodness.
say it a
Do you
lot
see,
more.
Do you see how little I care about the lines right now? That's really my pro tip.
This is good though.
I
This
like
is-
that Andy's still like being educational after we say.
Yeah, Andy's
feel like I
Andy's
gotta-
just keeping the show on track. He's the new the new focus.
Shut
I'm
up.
not funny to begin with usually, and I'm way too tired to try to be funny. So I'm just letting you guys take it, and I'm just gonna keep teaching you things. Did you know that if you hold down Command Option and hit Z, it will undo repeatedly, and you can go back multiple steps?
Yeah, I knew that, but I like to use the history bar and
So-
just click up on.
Such a boring conversation.
When someone's fucking themselves in the ass,
Yes.
is
Mm-hmm.
is how
Yeah.
I got nothing, guys. I just wanted to say ass fucking again.
You did it.
I
You
did it.
You did it. So Willie, what number sex moves article is this? of
Fun
yours?
fact about me, it's the first one.
Really? The
Yeah.
first one for College Humor
Me
proper.
too.
not
We
the-
were each
Oh,
other's first time.
Not
Willie.
in terms of like fan fiction for my own
right
purpose.
for
but-
or collegehumor.nights.
Oh, collegehumor.nights. Well, it's not so much sex articles, is just pornography that I write.
That you would be that makes sense why you're so anti-masturbating, because
Yeah.
you don't want to think about people masturbating to the
no.
things you write. I mean, that's
No, that's disgusting. When I write porn,
right.
it is not for you gross people
To
touch yourself.
To pleasure yourself to.
Touch yourself to.
You're supposed to read it and
You're
experience
supposed to enjoy it, learn from it, like learn a new experience. I try to tell stories.
Because, like, I don't know about you guys, but, like, if I'm reading something while masturbating, like, as soon as I finish masturbating, I'm not going to keep reading.
Yeah.
You know? So...
I relate to this.
We're trying to just, like, make real relatable content for the internet, for our friends, for our fans.
And not for you fucking sickos who
Willie-
are touching yourselves on the regular.
Willie has actually pulled out a soapbox and is standing on it.
Well, I feel strongly about this. You're going to hell.
Is that a good Iron Man color?
Red?
Iron.
Yeah.
There's an
Okay.
iron a color.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't just like type a word into the search box to color find, Willie.
Dude, or is it not like
It's not how you-
Crayola?
it's
I
not how
really
you
don't know
Photoshop.
anything about anything in this department. So I assumed that there was just like a box of crayons that you could pick from that all have fun names.
Like a box of virtual crayons, and you search on it similar
man.
to how you would.
That'd be such a cool plugin for Photoshop.
I mean, you can name any swatch anything you want.
Can you imagine if there was a
Do
plugin?
custom-
If there was a plugin for Photoshop where it was like a box of crayons, and then you, I don't know.
What is a swatch?
A swatch is two things. It's a Swiss watch company.
Swiss watch, yeah.
But it's also in the upper right hand corner the little color.
Oh, the
squares?
rainbow blocks.
The rainbow blocks.
See,
They're called swatches.
no, they're called rainbow blocks. I just said that.
He's like, oh, you mean rainbow blocks.
Oh, you mean rainbow? I've been calling them swatches this whole time, Willie. If you hadn't come on and corrected me, I'd still be calling them rainbow
Yeah.
blocks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I
Thank
like
you,
to
man.
save people when I can, from the eternal damnation of hell,
Right.
and from calling things dumb things.
Right.
That's about it. But
See, I don't color inside the lines sometimes. Sometimes I don't fill things in, but when you zoom out, nobody notices.
Yeah, you gotta zoom in. You gotta do it zoomed in, and then you zoom out. Those lines are gonna look so smooth when you zoom out. They look. Wait, Andy, how do you say chalk?
Chalk?
Yes,
wait, no.
Chalk.
What?
Chalk.
No.
It has an L in it. How would you possibly pronounce it differently?
Like a human. Chalk.
Chalk?
Chalk.
We're just trying to talk.
Chalk?
We're just trying to talk here.
Do you say talk?
We're
I do say talk.
We're talking chalk.
I don't say talk. I don't say chalk. I say chalk.
Chalk.
And talk. And stalk.
And stalk.
And February.
February.
I don't think we can talk anymore.
Do you say Wednesday?
I do. I don't. But I'm gonna now.
What?
Do you?
What is this sorcery?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I think that Tony Stark has the same tan as Chris Evans. Like, they share a tanning booth.
They probably, yeah. I like to imagine they go on, like,
Not Steve Rogers, Chris Evans.
they go on vacations together.
Yeah.
And just, like, you know, leave the rest of the Avengers behind. Like, they're sort of like the cool kids of the Avengers. Like, you know, they'll hang out with everyone, but they've got their own, like, you know, when they're having, like, Tony Steve time, or Tony Chris Evans time, excuse me.
Yeah, Tony Chris Evans stuff.
But
See, look at that. I'm way outside.
don't they have a civil war together?
They do.
Well, that's
Boom!
That's
I know things.
That's the thing.
It's
that's
about whether-
what, exactly, because they're biffles, and that's why it's so shocking that
Oh.
Yeah, see?
they
Look,
they
my,
they have.
my
So it's like a
shitty
Bride
coloring
Wars
looks
situation?
fine from here.
Yeah. What? Wait, what'd you say?
I
Willie?
said it's like a Bride Wars situation.
It's exactly like a Bride Wars situation. Yes.
Did you guys see Bride Wars, internet people? It's a really good movie.
Did you see the porn parody of Bride Wars? Bride Whores.
Bride whores. They were whores.
What happens in that movie?
Bride Wars or Bride Whores?
Yeah, which movie are we asking?
both. Start with bride whores.
Bride whores. Well, if we explain bride whores, then we basically explain bride whores.
It's just the same thing, but with less,
It's
of the sex and the sexy stuff.
okay. So two people,
Less smooching,
they book their
less butt smooching.
their wedding on the same day,
Ass fucking.
and then they start fucking
Yeah.
because of it.
Okay.
Right, but
Oh.
in the regular one, it's hijinks ensue,
Oh.
rather than just one of them seating the wedding date and being like,
Sure.
you know what, it super doesn't matter. We can,
Well-
it's just a ceremony. We can do it whenever. It's
Yeah.
it's a symbolic thing that represents how we feel about our significant others, but it's not really the day itself isn't super important.
Can I spoil Bride Wars for everyone? Cause that
Do they have a joint wedding?
no.
Don't spoil
what
it.
happens. Cause shut up.
Okay, guys, if you haven't seen Bride Wars and you plan on it and don't want it spoiled, just skip ahead.
Really?
Okay.
One of
go
them
ahead.
finds out that they're not in love with their fiance and they don't get married.
Oh, that would be the best prank to pull to get your friend to not have their wedding on the same day is have them discover that they
Yeah.
don't actually love the person they were planning on marrying.
Have them fall out of love.
Yeah, just make them realize that they're better off looking elsewhere for.
Remind them of the evanescence of life and ask them if they're really willing to settle with this one person that they barely know.
Evanescence, like the band.
Yeah,
I like that song.
me too. I like that
I
song.
like that song.
I like that song,
I like-
Evanescence.
that one song, Evanescence.
If you
Yeah.
guys pay careful attention, you'll see that Hulk's anatomy in this picture makes no goddamn sense. Like, what is this?
That's
I don't know.
That's his
It's a
Hulk
mystery.
size. His dong.
that's a peck. Oh, that could be his
That's
dong.
his dong
It's
coming out.
it's
from
supposed
under
to
the
be.
sheets.
It's supposed to be a peck, but
I bet the
don't
Hulk
know.
could fuck himself in the ass if he wanted to.
He'd have to get really angry though.
Really. Could
But
you just,
Willie
like,
does not condone it if he could.
No.
Would you?
No.
Would you try and stop the Hulk if he was
From Eternal Damnation? I think I would.
Because I feel like you trying to stop him would only make him more angry and thus fuck himself harder.
Man, I bet there's some crazy Hulk porn.
Yeah, but that'd be a real cool way to die.
We-
By the Hulk
By the Hulk.
while he's
I was
fucking his own butt.
So Willie gets to the pearly gates.
I get to the pearly gates
St.
and
Peter.
I say,
St. Peter. Hey,
St. Peter,
Willie,
listen to this.
Willie, what are you doing here, man? You look real mangled.
Well, you know that fictional character, the Hulk? He came into being,
I'm familiar.
and then he tried to fuck himself in his own ass, and I tried to stop it because I know that's a no-no. But he got mad and he killed me.
That's
I just saw
Wow.
Porfo again.
That was a weird combination of words I just said.
yeah. You know what? I'm gonna let you in
Uh-huh.
because you that was a crazy story, and normally I get a lot of like traffic accidents and heart attacks and stuff, and you really just you give me a lot to think about. Like I don't want to think about it, but part of me is glad to know that there's still that sort of level of fucked up shit going on in the world.
Thank you, St. Peter.
I thought that was mostly ended in like the Middle Ages.
Well, no, I'm sorry. St. Peter, the world's still a very sad, sad place full of...
Filled with Hulks.
I don't read the news. This is the thing. We don't really get. I'm up to date on like professional sports.
Wait, so
and that's
St.
about it.
So St. Peter, what do you do all day if you're just standing? You just stand at the gate.
I mean,
do you have a chair?
A lot of people die. I've requested a chair, but it's the higher ups. They think that if I get a chair, then I'll start falling asleep.
That's
on the job.
it's probably true. I hear standing at work is better for you.
That's also I have read that. I do read some health blogs. There are some good ones. I mean, of course, health works a little differently in heaven, but you still get kind of sore from time to time. You don't want to. You can still get fat in heaven. Like you don't. It's not. It doesn't have any like health repercussions, but you don't. You just don't look your best. You don't feel your best, and you want to feel your best in heaven.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really get to hang out most days because like people are dying on the reg.
So what, do you ever get some, like, U-time? Do you ever get to go to, like, visit hell, I guess, or what? Or do you just have to stand there all the time?
I get, yeah, sometimes I do have, I have, like, a backup, Saint Porphyr.
St. Porphyr?
Saint Porphyr, he covers for me on Black Friday. Because, like, that's just a nightmare. That's a nightmare day. People come up here and they're like, I was trying to buy a toaster. It's like, come on, dude.
St. Peter, if I may ask, how does one die trying to buy a toaster?
You get trampled, man.
Oh, Black Friday. I was thinking Good Friday.
Doorbuster deals.
Those doorbuster deals, they don't just bust doors, they bust heads.
And scene.
That was a good scene, guys.
That's a good scene.
That was a good scene. We'll get...
And you know you'll never see that scene if you masturbate, because you won't go to heaven.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And Willie's gonna be there having that talk. Like, people are gonna be in line behind him, trying to get in. And Willie's gonna be like, can you let me have this conversation with
I want to let them know.
St. Peter?
I want them to know what they're doing to their souls.
How's this coming?
We've taken some fun turns
I mean,
today.
it's
I think so. We've taken some turns, some twists, some cul-de-sacs.
it's very very nearly done.
Very nearly.
Valley.
Yeah, I don't talk real good.
You do
Andy-
say talk, so.
Yeah,
Andy is so
Nailed it.
sleepy. He is.
I'm a sleepy man.
His head is dangling by a thread.
That is beautiful, Andy.
This
Dang.
is a real pretty drawing, and Spider-Man just looks so happy to be there.
Really likes when his nipples are touched, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, this is based on a fan fiction.
Honestly, I think Porfo is in the best position though. He's just
got
nestled right in there between Scarlett Johansson and Jeremy Renner. You know, I get confused because there's a character named Scarlet Witch, and then Scarlett Johansson is the actress who plays Black Widow, and so I'll sometimes say Scarlet Witch when I mean to say Black Widow.
You're the only
Oops.
person who has that problem, I think.
I might be, but if anyone else has that problem, leave it in the comments, and then I can have a little bit of camaraderie. I don't have to feel so
And
alone and alienated.
just so we get a fair count, if you don't have that problem, please also leave a comment.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
To tell us that you don't.
Tell us that you don't have that problem, and also how like weird it is that I do have that problem.
Yeah.
Porfo kind of looks like she's coming out of Scarlett Johansson's butt.
Oh, Porfo is
she?
genderless.
She.
I think.
Sklee.
It.
It.
Zit. Zer. Shir. Shim.
Shim.
No.
Well, no, because Shim is like a both, right? But Porfo is like post-gender.
Let's get the Tumblr in here to see if they can tell us.
Yeah, can we get some Tumblr in here to explain
what Porfo is?
Because we don't want to other Porfo,
Yeah.
Porfo's had a rough life, despite that gleeful expression on its face.
No, this is actually done.
Oh, this is done.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right, guys, we did it. Another successful Drawfee Nights, and you can check out this article
If you're
tomorrow.
capable of fucking yourself in your own ass, please leave it in because I want to know.
Jeremy Renner looks like a fat baby in this.
Jeremy Renner is a fat baby. Guys, we're so sorry.